In some ways, it blows your mind. The head coach at one of college football's most successful programs offering a scholarship to a 12-year-old that he had only seen once on YouTube.
You know, he looked at the YouTube video and called Clarkson back and he said, I want that kid. I'll offer him a scholarship today.
The scholarship offer, it's just always been my dream. So, I mean, I didn't want to give up a chance like that. My dad has always loved USC, I've always wanted to follow my dad's footsteps. So USC has always been my favorite school just because my dad loved it.
I was shocked. I even called one of my buddies and went, can you do that?
And as of now, the answer's yes. However, the NCAA has proposed changes against it. And although the agreement is just a verbal one, either side can opt out at any time until National Signing Day. Still, it's a decision that has created dissension.
Other people don't like the commitment at a young age, but I just think it's for the best right now. I mean, it does put a target on my back when I'm playing, but I'm just gonna go out there and do what I can do, so I think I'll be all right.
I'd say we're 70% cynics, 30% supportive. You know, nationally, we understand the blogs, and you know, you can be the best quarterback in the world, you can be Drew Brees, and somebody is going to be critical of what you're doing.
When anybody ever reaches out for something that's above and beyond, people want to criticize it. And I think they want to criticize it because now they don't have excuses anymore for not being great.
David's progression to uber quarterback began at the age of 10 when his dad relentlessly pursued the most powerful quarterbacks coach in the country, a man so sought after that Joe Montana sends his two sons to learn the position from Steve Clarkson, who lives almost next door to USC and charges in upwards of $9,000 plus expenses for a month of private instruction.
After the fourth day out there, he said, I want you to understand that there's a lot of kids with physical talent, but what I see in David is mental talent with respect to playing the position of quarterback. He said, I'm throwing things at him that I can't get high school seniors to do, and you know, he's doing it, and he just turned 10 years old. So he proposed to strike up a relationship, and as David said earlier, we've been together ever since.
Now at the age of 14, David appears to be the total package. He's 6'1", projected to grow another 4 inches, can throw a football 50 yards, and is currently the varsity starter as an 8th grader. But the skills that set him apart take place down here.
Think of leverage, though. Yeah. Before we even talk about it, think about leverage. Where's that guy lined up? Head up to...
In his basement, he breaks down game film and diagrams plays.
And we would call a Lucy call.
A place where most kids his age are thumbing away at video games.
Just watching how much he's grown in the last year and a half, and I'm not talking physically, I saw him do some things that were very difficult to get some of our college quarterbacks to do when I was coaching. Just some natural stuff that you don't teach.
It's clear that young David Sills is striving to be the best, and as you might expect, his father is doing his part to surround him with the best. His construction business has built many of the athletic facilities you see here on campus, and he's even reportedly provided financial aid for players, as well as covered expenses for road games from Tennessee to California.
I have answered questions of that, so has all of the coaches. But no, I think it's a lot of the same as you mentioned earlier, cynics of how did they get good that quick.
One step. You won't slip.
Let me put it like this. You know, I love Redline Christian Academy, but I never expected David to play football here. I founded the football program with its first coach.
But 8 years since the program's inception, the school is now under investigation. In June, the Delaware Interscholastic Athletic Association launched a probe into allegations the school improperly recruited players while providing scholarship money and housing.
We've done everything absolutely perfect. As a matter of fact, I think that we try probably harder than most schools to do things absolutely right, because we're a Christian school and we have to be above reproach.
But there's still growing concerns. In back-to-back weeks, opponents from Pennsylvania and Maryland forfeited their games against Red Lion, citing player safety as a primary concern.
We've caught in a little heat this year as far as our scheduling's gone. We're only actually playing 2 teams in the state of Delaware. I mean, we're playing in Maryland, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and down in Virginia. We want to be nationally recognized, and the only way you get nationally recognized is you've got to play a national type schedule.
But nothing has received more national attention than the Lions quarterback. Is it too much and too soon? The headline of a recently framed magazine article down in the family's house serves as a constant reminder.
So what is pressure to you? Is any of this pressure?
Not really, because just when I'm around my team, I don't feel pressure at all.
Sit, go.
I've heard some things, but I mean, that just gives me motivation and stuff, because when they say negative things about me, it just makes me want to push harder and work harder.
Do I worry? Probably not. I mean, and the reason, you know, lots of people say that, you know, and they've been saying it for years, but I've never seen him have any chinks in the armor, if you will, with respect to, I just don't enjoy it. You know, he's the one that always seems to be going, you know, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. You know, it's been a long off season, I want to play, you know, so it's very refreshing that he's the type of kid that you really don't have to push.